Question: what was the best water you have ever had?
Story 1. Okay, so this is weird, but I'll never forget the water I had in Iceland. It was glacial melt, straight from a source near Vatnajökull. The guy running the small farmstead told me it was untouched for centuries. It wasn't just cold, it was alive. Like, you could almost chase down the rock. Seriously, the most mineral-rich water I've ever experienced. It was almost a shock to the system. Completely clear, tasted faintly of slate, and just pure. I was hiking with a geologist, and he said it was the closest thing to drinking the earth itself. Story 2. My grandmother's well water. Seriously. We were visiting her in rural Virginia, and she insisted I try a glass. It came straight from a hand-dug well, completely unfiltered. It was warm, almost lukewarm, and tasted intensely of pine needles and damp earth. It wasn't pleasant in the way bottled water is, but it was real. Like, I could picture her hauling buckets of it up those hillsides. It reminded me of her stories about the land, and I felt this immediate connection to something ancient. It was the most honest water I've ever drunk. Story 3. I had this incredible water in the Maldives. I was on a tiny island, just me and a local fisherman named Omar. He took me out in his boat to a little cove, and he showed me a spring bubbling up from the coral reef. The water was unbelievably turquoise, and it tasted of salt and something floral. It was incredibly sweet and cool, and the whole experience felt magical. It was like the ocean itself was condensed into a single glass. I felt so connected to the sea that day.